What's good, YouTube? It's your man BG Tech Life, and it's been about 1 month with the Oneplus 13, and I will say that the Oneplus 13 is definitely giving off an import vibe. I've been curious about importing some devices due to the lack of competition in some of the Android devices that come to the US and come to our carriers, but utilizing the Oneplus 13, it definitely has some advantages, and you can tell it has import roots. But let's just get into it. Now in this video, guys, we're going to talk about the different categories that I think are important in a smartphone and how I feel about those categories after using the Oneplus 13 for a month. Now, as far as the build on the Oneplus 13, is a glass front and a glass back. The glass on the front is ceramic guard, so a nice strong display. Glass on the back has a texture for the black eclipse, whereas though you don't leave any fingerprints and things of that nature, and I really like that. Now, one drawback to me is at the same time, when you press on the back, is I feel the slight bit of hollowness. I really don't like that. It was worse on the OnePlus 11 that I daily drove previously, but at the same time, it's still there just a teeny bit on the Oneplus 13. I like the lightweight of the Oneplus 13, but combined with just that little bit of hollowness, it doesn't give off that 100% premium feel at times. Also, as far as the build go, the Oneplus 13 has a slightly curved display. And to me, that slightly curved display at this point is kind of an annoyance, because I like to put screen protectors, tempered glass screen protectors on my display. And with that slight curve, it's hard to find good protection for your display. So I feel like that's something that they could have left out, because it seems like a lot of flagship and the other manufacturers realize that it's just time to go back to flat displays. They're more convenient and easier to shop for protective accessories. Now, outside of the issue of the display having a slight curve, it is a vibrant, gorgeous display. This display is a 120 Hz display. You get HDR10 plus and 4500 nits of peak brightness. At the same time, you get over a 90% screen to body ratio at 6.8 inches. So a beautiful display, and if you pixel peeping, you're getting 510 ppi of pixel density, which is pretty high compared to any flagship out. So for me, using this display at any time to watch content, to browse the internet, to scroll social media, it was absolutely gorgeous. It's just a great display, one of the best displays out at this time. Now, powering a display like that, you're gonna want elite performance, and that's exactly what the Oneplus 13 has. The Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset and the Adreno 830 GPU. Now, the Snapdragon 8 Elite is just an incredibly powerful processor, guys, and also my Oneplus 13 has 16 gigs of RAM. So it's no task that's completed on a smartphone that the Oneplus 13 is not absolutely flying through. I'm constantly impressed by the way I can game on this device, make reels for my Instagram or YouTube on this device, the rendering power of this device when either video editing or photo editing. I've never felt this device slip up or freeze once. The whole time using my Oneplus 13, Oxygen OS has been very snappy. Moving around the device is not a problem. Everything opens and closes with nice, fast, snappy animations. All apps are running and not closing in the background. And at the same time, I utilize my device in a way where the display brightness is turned all the way up, where the resolution is turned all the way up for the screen, and also operating at the fastest refresh rate that the screen can operate at, which is 120 Hz. Now, here where the import vibes come into play, guys. OnePlus is actually using a new battery technology where they can fit a 6,000 milliamp battery into the OnePlus 13. So you're getting way more battery power than normal, especially compared to the flagships in the United States. And at the same time, OnePlus has included their SuperVolt charging. So you can charge your device at 80 watts and the adapter is in the box. So my device actually charges from 0% to 100% in about 45 minutes, guys. So you're getting great battery life, but also you can charge your device incredibly fast if you have to in a crunch, which is something that I'm not used to. Just for comparison, right now, guys, Google Pixel and iPhones are charging at about 30 watts at peak power, and the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra is supposed to charge at 45 watts with the right adapter if you can find it. But when you get that right adapter and you use a meter, it only really charges at about 36 watts. Compared to the usual suspects, a device charging at 80 watts is almost magic at this point. And since we're talking about import vibes, guys, I just want to talk about one specialized feature that the OnePlus 13 has that nothing on the market available has right now, and that's the IR blaster. This was a sensor that used to come in Samsung phones back in the day where you could use your cellular phone as a remote for just about any TV. They got rid of that feature, guys, but OnePlus 13 still has it, and it's a feature that I've been utilizing heavy and I think should still be on smartphones today. It is convenient to be at your house, somebody else's house, a hotel room, and be able to set up a nice, convenient remote. So this is just another reason why I say import vibes. They're giving you features that you're not used to on OnePlus, but making them available in the United States. Now, last but not least, let's talk cameras, guys. On the rear of OnePlus 13, you're getting a triple camera setup. You're getting a 50 megapixel wide, 50 megapixel ultra wide, and 50 megapixel periscope telephoto. Now, these cameras can produce up to 8K video and the footage is okay. And at the same time, you can take some really good point and shoot pictures. I think that's where the OnePlus 13 shine at as far as the camera. Hasselblad branding is just not branding on the OnePlus 13. I notice when I'm taking point and shoot pictures, I'm getting some really good shots because of the Hasselblad color collaboration. Now, a lot of times, guys, with the collaboration of Hasselblad and OnePlus, you get in what I see to be better processing. When you take a picture, your device honestly goes through that picture and tries to make it a better photo and an accurate photo. And Hasselblad has been able to help OnePlus make a better photo after that 50 megapixel sensor takes the picture. So being priced at or right under $1,000, the OnePlus 13 just gives you a different experience from the norm of the smartphones that we've been getting in the United States. This device is available in the United States off the OnePlus website, but not really in carriers. So for all my Android enthusiasts who want something a little different, who want an actual manufacturer that's competing and trying to innovate, I suggest that you could definitely try a OnePlus device in 2025 and have you a different type of experience than what the norm has been for the last couple years. I like the power of the OnePlus. I love the display except for that little curve. I think the cameras are great point and shoot, and I think it's definitely a powerful phone for folks that like to play games or do anything challenging on their device. This last month, I've had a joy playing on the OnePlus and utilizing the OnePlus, and I just wanted to give y'all my thoughts. It's your boy BG Tech Life. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. I'm out. Peace.